if you find that you need to give your cow a pill, sheep, goat, etc., aspirin is pretty common. It's acceptable in organic practices. We use what we call a balling gun, and this one obviously has been used. They've chewed on it a few times. But what you do is you pull the plunger back, you put your pill in there, and in a cow you get this just as far back as you can, because they're pretty adept at spitting your pills out, and it gets really frustrating after about the fourth time. Bumblebee's chewing her cud, she might get super offended. I'm going to start on this side with her because my baby's sleeping on the other side, and I'd like to not hit her in the head with the horns. They will throw their head a little bit. They do not like to be invaded. I like to try to leave the halter just a little bit loose because I am trying to get into her mouth. So I take a bite. I take a hold of the part that makes it looser or tighter so that it stays at where I want it. And then I pick her head up and I kind of push the balling gun into the corner of her mouth. See, she's an old lady, she knows what I'm doing. So I push it into the corner of her mouth. It gets it in. And then the tricky part is getting it, you have to kind of keep it angled down and getting it down up over the back of her tongue. And you kind of want to be firm but gentle. It's a little bit of a balancing act. And when she gets it almost up to swallowing point, you'll feel it. I'm still not in. I got to get it up over the back of her tongue. And I'm still not there. And if you'll notice, it kind of went in just a little bit and I wasn't pushing it. That means she swallowed. It went up over the back of her tongue. She swallowed the very end of it. That's when I can depress it and pull it out. The real kicker is you stand here for a minute and you watch them, because the really sneaky ones that have had several pills will hold it in their cheek, and as soon as you walk away, they'll spit it out. So it takes a little practice. But what you're doing is pushing it in, resistance, resistance, resistance. All of a sudden you'll feel them kind of swallow it just a little bit. And that's where you want to put that pill, so that she can't work it back up out with her tongue. And don't get bitten. They don't have teeth on the top, but the bottom ones are sharp. And if you stick your fingers too far back, they do have teeth top and bottom in the back. And that's where you see all this chew damage from. If you want, you can get a really nice stainless steel one. Plastic ones are nice and cheap. It's up to you. But whether it's a cow or a sheep or a goat, that's how to give a pill. It's a gentle but firm procedure. I think Bumblebee's probably had enough, so we're going to go ahead and let her go. When I let her go, I take a hold of the headstall, and we're lucky she's got horns. You can always grab an ear, or you can go back and grab her nose to make sure she stays away from you and off you while you take her halter off.